is like essential about style altogether is how you feel your body. It's not really about clothes. It's difficult for me to make objects that have no direct function, so I'm trying to work with other function. I've been always interested in function as in a broader sense than just an application to one thing, because we are complex. My parents are designers by education, and everyone in the family, my grandfather was a sewer, and everyone knew how to sew. It's something that you do, or I was doing since I was a child. I kind of experimented in making things, and so it was gradual growth. I was born in Odessa. It's the city on the Black Sea, on the coast of the Black Sea in Ukraine. I formerly used to be Russia, so everyone is Russian speaking. My parents left big space when they left to USA. They left me in the big space in the art studio when they used to live and work. Imagine if all of a sudden you wouldn't have to pay rent. Money wouldn't matter. Like the representation of the system collapsing was that strong. Like for Soviet Union, all of a sudden everything just ceased to exist. I woke up one day in the morning, like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I opened my eyes and I see this huge man with the axe standing right like next to me and looking at me and asking me what am I doing in the place where I live. So it happened to be that he just bought the place from somebody else who kind of had an authority to sell it, but not really, so he didn't know that someone even was there. Prior to that, you have to understand that Soviet Union was very stable, like nothing unexpected could happen. And then all of a sudden you have this like giant, very brutal, very like vivid change. This lifestyle that everyone had, which was very different from responsible lifestyle, I guess, where you kind of belong to yourself and you're only responsible for your own actions and you are not a part of society. Which was possible back then. Because you wouldn't have to worry about money, place to live, anything else. You just kind of had to worry about what kind of work you do, so it's not contradicts, government in any way. So you find subtle way to express yourself without being political. I'm an artist and I also have fashion line. First I started really not as a brand, but kind of as an experiment of making things that I literally would wear and bring to the street to see the reaction of people, and how can I find the new ways to construct the clothes. What's the beauty of the winter and like sort of being in the snow or surrounded by snow is the fact that you can't move fast and you don't want to move, and there's nowhere, like it's sort of a sense that there is nowhere to go. You just stand and occupy your place, and the bigger you get, the more space you occupy. It's really meant to sort of be something you put over whatever you find comfortable. Like a notion of constructed clothes is that it's supposed to be really difficult to wear. It takes shape, it's like requires a lot of efforts, but I wanted to make something that sort of as an accessory comes over a normal clothes and then makes it different, and then you can take it off and just sort of be. I used to like experimenting with this very synthetic, very like new textures. So I found this like bright orange, and if you reverse it, usually you're supposed to put velvet, this fabric, the other way. So if you put it the other way, it gives you like really shiny layer. But if you reverse it, it kind of has this matte orange. I guess this is something that you can feel good in if you have that feeling of your presence and your body, and you kind of know your movements. Well, it's a bag, really. It's a bag with a bag. I always try to like find the space within whatever I'm wearing to put little things that are like not, you know, my lighter or my phone or some change. I don't have wallet. Like everything that's in my hands can go in here. So I have this like desire to make body complete. You know, something that like makes you the whole kind of more uniformal thing instead of breaking it into like many little pieces, a little top, a little pants, a little like blah blah. So I try to find ways how can I make a suit modern in the sense that it doesn't require this heavy, you know, this commitment to it. I believe that people have to get back to some sense of applying their hands themselves in some ways. At some point, you know, I realized because I had a background that was kind of removed from a standard sense of style, you know, I had to make my judgment based on as many possible angles I can look at the piece as I can. It's a school that you sort of take yourself through.